Hi guys. So we were gonna do this on Haley Ragsdale's Biz Wall, but as soon as I see her on, I'm going to actually. She wanted to interview me actually on her own wall, so we're gonna do here. We're just gonna add her. Add. Adding. So hopefully this will work. We've had some little of technical difficulties. So we're adding her. Hopefully she can come on. She lives clear up in Anchorage, Alaska. So, oh, she is. There she is.
Hey!
Okay.
All right, I guess we can go this way, huh?
Yes, I could not figure it out.
Lord, this technology is insane. It's
I
crazy.
know.
So, do you know what? Do you know what July 19th is?
What? My anniversary?
Your 4-year
Yes. My why unique anniversary. Oh my gosh. So it's been what, 4 years?
4 years. 4
Four
years since you
years.
launched. Yeah. So I thought maybe we could talk about that a little bit because it's kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah, actually it is. So
So hang on one sec because I have to close my curtains, which I know is terrible during a live. You're not supposed to like adjust, but I can't. I'm like all washed out. So you entertain the people. I'll be right back.
okay. So did you guys watch my video called The Rebirth? It is on YouTube, and actually I shared it on my page. So I really want to know what you guys think. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, it was
So,
super inspirational. I saw it and I loved it.
thank you.
Yes, well, I love
Okay.
you. So there's that.
I love you too. Okay, so I'm going to introduce. This is Haley Ragsdale. She's like one of my best friends. She lives up in Anchorage, Alaska, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home. She is my Black status presenter upline. That's what she is. So when you join Unique, you just don't join it and nobody helps you and everything. You actually have somebody above you that directs you, mentors you, and she's been a lifesaver.
Well, you're easy to hang with, right? I love you so much. I was so excited that we could make this work because I was flipping through my notes and it said Kim's, yeah, we call it a anniversary, a unique anniversary. So that's just kind of an inside thing that we do. So a lot of your followers and friends won't even know what in the heck that is, but it's her 4-year anniversary, her unique anniversary. And I think that that is super cool. So I wanted to chat with you a little bit about it, Kim, because most people don't stick it out with a side hustle, right? Most people that join a direct sales or network marketing company or some kind of sales or service on the side in this profession, they don't stick it out. It's hard. It's hard work. There's lots of ups and downs emotionally. I know that you and I both have been through a lot of that together with your business and with my business too. And thank God we've had each other to
Yes.
talk ourselves off the ledges and whatnot, but you've been super successful. You've helped change a lot of lives. You've helped make a difference, and you're just getting started. You've already plugged more people into your business this month. You're hustling all the time, and so you have that hustle. But really, what I wanted to ask you is, 4 years in, pick two of your favorite things about, and maybe somebody isn't considering unique, but maybe just in general, right? Like some kind of profession, some kind of company in our profession, some kind of side hustle. Like, what did you find that you have felt is your most favorite about building a business on the side?
All the free product.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I mean,
I would
there's something to
say,
be said
and
for that. Yeah.
I would say, my family, and the whole life, whole story of my why am I doing this and stuff like that. When I started out with this business, my family was very dysfunctional, and I wanted to do something for myself. But what I found was an amazing, amazing why family.
Yeah.
I think that's like my all top favorite thing. My second is the Unique Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know a lot of people have, heard me talk about the Unique Foundation, but what it is we Unique actually has a foundation. They send these sexually abused women to this amazing, amazing retreat. So,
Yeah, that's huge for me too. And probably two of my favorite, the social sisterhood. You and I have had we've spent a lot of quality time together. We're actually friends in real life now. We didn't know each other. So a lot of people watching might not know, but somebody else that I sponsored Kim into this business 4 years ago I wrote it down, on the 19th of July is Kim's 4-year anniversary. And somebody else actually sponsored her into the business. And that gal, bless her heart, decided that it wasn't for her. So Kim then rolled up to me. So Kim is my first level presenter. So Kimberly came
Thank
into the
heavens.
I know,
Thank
right?
heavens.
I think good things happen. Everything with purpose and everything with, on purpose and on plan. But we've actually been able to spend a lot of quality time together. And so we're actually really close friends at this point. She knows my husband, she knows my family, she's hung out with my parents. Like, it's a legit relationship.
Love
We're
Haley's
stuck
mom.
together now.
Hashtag Haley's mom. I love her. I love your dad too. Your dad and I seem to click. It's always something about me. I'd rather be hanging around with the guys. I think it's because I'm such a tomboy and
the
growing
motorcycle
up.
connection
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, but the sisterhood for sure. But there are certainly many women that I feel that I care so much about that I've never met in real life, but we have this social sisterhood. And so I'm with you on that. That number one is the best thing. I remember a long time ago, my nephew was, I think, flying to see his dad or something during spring break. I can't remember. It was when he was younger. And so there was an issue with a plane, like a plane issue. And I think he was in Seattle. We'll just say for talking purposes, he was in Seattle and he was kind of stranded. And I'll tell you what, I knew that with one post on social media, I could have 14 aunties at the airport to pick that boy up if he needed it. And there's something like really cool about knowing that these authentic relationships have developed, and they're global. They're everywhere. They're in all the states, in 14 countries, 13 countries. I mean, there's a lot of peace and a lot of people want to belong to a club. They want to belong to a community of people. That's why they join the Elks Lodge and the Moose Club, and they go to church and they join motorcycle clubs like you do. You're a Chrome Angel, and so as humans, I think we seek out our pack and we seek out a community of like-minded individuals. And this is why we play Bunko and why we do all these fun things that we do. And so it makes perfect sense that we would seek a business where like-minded and people with a similar growth strategy and goal strategy exists. And so I think we've kind of found that together here for sure.
Yes. I talk about that on Coffee Talk. Everybody that follows me knows I do this coffee talk. So it's pretty real talk. But I always talk about inner peace and goals. If you do not have the same goals as somebody else, I mean, they could be totally different, but it's just, I don't know. I can't
everybody
really
moving.
Yeah.
Everybody moving. Yeah, because you're right. You have a really good point. Like, your goals are different than my goals, are different than her goals and his goals, but we're all working towards something, and we've all chosen this particular vessel to get us there. This unique, the unique company, the unique products vessel to get us to where we want to go.
It's about freedom, honey.
Yeah, it's all about freedom. Something else I really admire about you, and I'm confident in sharing it with everyone because I know that you have shared it with others, is a lot of people will use excuses. I don't have time. I'm sick. I don't have the money. Like, lots and lots of excuses. You are as busy a human as I've ever met. You work full time. You have a job outside the home. You have a life outside the home. You have a huge family, grandbabies, extended family, all in that area. You also have MS. And so, and you've shared that before, but there are people, I think, that, so, you have a little bit of a fire going under you to make sure that your family's taken care of, that you're taken care of, so that if your MS progresses, that you have options to take care of yourself in the future. Right. And so talk a little bit about that for others that might be feeling, maybe they're on disability, or they have a disease or an illness or an issue that they think is holding them back, when in reality, they can maybe use it to propel them forward.
I've never, ever used my MS as an excuse. Yeah. If anything, it has propelled me forward. It just actually progresses. I mean, so say if I was sick, something really happened and I couldn't work anymore, or God forbid that I croak one of these days, Unique gives me the possibility of leaving a legacy to my children, to my grandchildren. It's super amazing. And that's what I wanted because, having such an illness, I can't go and get a job with
Yeah.
insurance and 401k and stuff like that. Um, you just can't get insurance when you have a disease like this. So I turned to Unique, and thank God I did. I mean, everybody knows about my divorce, yes. And I don't ever keep anything a secret. It's pretty raw here on my wall. Um, but last year, well, Haley, I mean, if it wasn't for Unique, I was unemployed.
Mhm.
I didn't have a pot to pee in, seriously. If it wasn't for Unique, I probably would have starved.
Right.
So I made enough that I was not on, ADC or Title 19, what you call, or food stamps or whatever. So I made enough I couldn't do that, but I did not make enough to pay all my bills and actually feed myself as well. So that's when Unique came into play. And it's actually, and it sounds corny or whatever, but it saved my life.
It's true. I think I see it all the time, and you have had, since I've known you, you've had several times where your MS has had a flare and you haven't been able to work, but you can work your business because you could do that from bed. You could do it from home. You could do it from the doctor's office. And I have been on the phone with you, sitting in a doctor's office, sitting at the hospital, waiting for your medication, your treatment, getting checked out when you've had an MS flare up and you're still working your business. But you're right. But yeah, I think that that's really important for people to understand is it's quite different when you maybe struggle with the physical ability to get up and go to work some days. Like some days that's just not possible. And then sadly, a lot of employers aren't maybe as sensitive to that. And maybe you lose your job or your hours are cut or you just don't like living with the feeling of being wishy-washy or unreliable. I mean, I know that you're
Right.
a very reliable human being. I've been able to rely on you. And so for you to wake up on a Tuesday morning and get ready to go to work and not be able to walk, and then be
Or see. I mean,
unreliable. Yeah,
there's times where I haven't been able to see. I mean,
yeah,
what was it? A couple years ago, I lost the sight in this eye.
yes,
I was so afraid of doing a live at that time, but you know what? I rocked it. I
yeah.
rocked it. And I think this is my most favorite all time of Unique is Unique in this company personally, because I've been in other companies, I've discussed it.
That's true. Yeah,
But I don't care if it's the shyest girl, they will blossom into the most self-confident person. Because years ago, I wouldn't have been able to get on here and talk to millions of people on Facebook like I do. But it will boost your self-confidence. And
it
these
does.
people, these ladies, have had, I mean, I know a few, no names, but have just got divorced. I mean, they need to find their own individuality. And I'll tell you what, that on another prospect or aspect of it has helped me find out who I am. And it's taken me almost 50 years to get there.
You brought up another really good point. I think, I see people that are have a side hustle going with Unique or with another company because I'm plugged into a lot of different leaders in a lot of different companies. We support all companies. We just love this profession. But I see them have this little business going on the side and then ebb and flow in their personal life, whether it's, medical or emotional or a marriage, like you said, somebody getting divorced or
Mhm.
whatever, and they kind of lose themselves. And so then there's people that just give up on the side hustle, but then there's people like you that pour themselves into their business. And when life is freaking throwing lemons right at your head, and it's a constant barrage of stress and strain and negativity or whatever, I have found that the women and men that then recognize that and pour themselves into their business and keep themselves on track grow through that better, faster, stronger than if they had wallowed in it for longer. And Deb Erickson says a business in motion stays at motion and a business at rest stays in rest. And so if you can find a way when you are going through those things to pour yourself into your business and turn to this family that you've created, you can get through it faster. And on the other side is light and love and strength and growth and profitability and possibility and potential on the other side. If you could just see yourself through strong enough to make it happen. And that's what you do you do it every day. You know, when you deal with an illness like that you manage, when you deal with something chronic, I think you have to every single day remind yourself, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and this is how I'm going to get there, and pick your vehicle and stick with it. And another thing, kind of backing up a little bit, is, do we want to be a burden to our family? I don't want to be a burden to my family financially. There will come a time when my kids are going to have to return the favor and take care of me, but I don't want them.
It'll be a nursing home. It will be a
yeah. Nobody's changing my diapers. They've already told me they're not changing my diapers. But I don't want them to work their adult life only then to have to pay for the mistakes I made financially. And I'm not saying my kids are, I mean, the hubs wants to spend every penny before we die, and we very well may do that. But I don't want to be a burden. So they may not inherit $1 billion, but I definitely don't want to be a burden to them and take from them what they worked so hard to create themselves. And so I think that as women in this season of our life and grandkids coming, that it's something to consider, and it's time to pour into the business.
I love what you just said there because of the grandkids. You know, I have like a tribe of granddaughters. Now I have 2 grandsons, but the rest are all girls. So every time they come and stay with me, I mean, it's such a role model in this company because they know how to put on their makeup just because they watch their grandma. Yes, I love that. So that's just a bonus.
I mean, we should take pride in the fact that we're teaching these young ones that are looking up to us how to be a boss babe, how to show up, how to do the work, how to be patient, how to be kind, how to be forgiving, not only with ourselves, but with others. And so I know that in this company, that is the culture we've created. And that is the message that we're able to share with those little ones watching us. And that's huge. Yeah. Huge. 4 years.
4 years. Yay!
Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just wanted to tell you and to tell everyone watching what a blessing you've been to our family. There's no way we would have what we have without you. And of course, your hustle and what you're working so hard to build for yourself impacts me financially. But more than that, your friendship and your support and your love. And Cal and I just love you so much. And we're so happy for you.
Oh, I love you guys.
And cheers. Cheers to another 4.
Yes. 4. Black status. Here I come.
Yes. All the way to the top with you. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you go because you've been crushing. It is only the 5th of July and you have been crushing your business this month through a holiday, mind you, where most people are laying on a beach somewhere drinking a beer. You're crushing your business. And for those that follow you and have been kicking around launching their own business with Younique, I just want to encourage you to reach out to Kimberly, because not only will you have her support, love, guidance, and appreciation, but you will also have my mentorship to help you build your business. So get in touch with Kimberly and let her fill you in on what's happening this month, and let's get you rocking and rolling and become part of our success society that we've created here. So I love you, sister.
Yes. We've got 1 month. We got 1 month, sister, and I will be squeezing you. Yes.
I love it. Yes,
San Antonio.
Yes, we're going to see each other in 1 month exactly in Texas. It's one of the big perks of this profession is we get to travel all over the place and meet up with each other, and I love it, and I can't wait. Mm-hmm. All right.
But she sold her Las Vegas home.
Yeah, so we used to
She sold her Las Vegas home. That was our meeting place.
That was our spot. Yeah, so one time, real quick, funny story for those watching that follow Kim or catch on replay. And if you are on replay, make sure you comment below so that we can give you a shout out for showing up. I had to take somebody to the airport in Vegas once. So I dropped Kim off at a casino and I said, I'm going to be back. Do you remember this? I'm going to be back in 30 minutes. I want to see how many people you can sponsor into the business in 30 minutes. So I dropped her off. I came back. I texted her. I was like, hey, I'm outside. Come on out. She's like taking her sweet time because she's working it in there. And she comes out. And you had made like, I think you had made 8 connections, 8 or 10 connections, and I think you had sponsored one person in 30 minutes. It was crazy.
I love to travel.
Yeah. You put Kim in a scary, unfamiliar, like drop her off on a corner or in a mall or whatever. Give her a task or a challenge, and boy, she delivers for sure.
We're gonna have fun.
We are.
I can't wait for another 4 more years.
It's gonna be the best.
Okay.
All right, you go. I love you. We'll see you soon.
I love you too.
Time. See you later. I think you have to
Bye.
hang up on me. I don't know if I can hang up.
I'll hang up.
Okay.